Welcome, welcome. It's your boy Sermon, the sermonsdomain.com.
What up? It's Reese, the MarsupialEmpire.com. I'm excited for today.
Yes, today we are looking at Big Sean's third album,
Woo!
Dark Sky Paradise.
That's my favorite line of the album, bro. Thank you, God, I fucked that bitch. I'm not gonna lie, that's my favorite line of the entire album. No, there's another line I hear. We'll get to it when he says it.
In this song?
He had in this song. My favorite song on the album. He had a Dragon Ball Z reference that I thought was tough. Oh my god. Anyway, so we're doing the review for the Big Sean album, Dark Sky Paradise. It drops today. And I'm excited. And I was really excited for the project because seeing like the direction that Sean was going, like, you know, in his recent singles or like some of the features that he had, I was just excited to like, okay, bro, this is shaping up to be really nice. You know, like if this is a preview of what he brings to the album, like I'm excited, like the energy that he's had lately.
Right. He started back in September with the little 4-track EP. It really wasn't an EP. It just 4 songs released at once, but he kind of bundled them on SoundCloud. And I Don't Fuck With You was one of those, and now it's a platinum single.
Congratulations to Sean.
It's huge. It became huge, and it definitely put him in a good space to run up to this album, you know.
This is, in my opinion, the best music of Sean's career. Shout out to Big Ghost, who stood up for Sean, who has been notoriously not a big Sean fan. And he said, when niggas glow up, pretty much, and they start making the best music of their career, you guys act like they've been the same artist for years. And I'm like,
true.
Yeah, so shout out to Ghost for saying that because Sean is making the best music in his career.
Yes.
So like diving into the album, it starts off with Dark Sky, and which I thought was a really fitting intro for him.
Allowed him to get out a lot of stuff that he had to say.
Yeah, bro, absolutely. And it seems like watching like the recent interviews of Sean, like the one he did with Ebro, it was like I'm not gonna talk about like a lot of super personal shit. And so just like listen to the album.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, which is great. I mean, because if you could tell your story through your music, I mean, shit, that's it. You know what I mean? What else can you ask for somebody? You know what I mean? And then going into Blessings with Drake, this new Drake that we're seeing, that some people love and some people hate. You know, but it just seems like Sean is just mastering his lane. And ever since what was the one verse he had? Him and Drake and Chainz at the song. What was it?
All Me.
After All Me, man, like Sean just hit this like patch. Even the verse on Control, like that. Yeah. Sean is like the Sean that we're seeing now. It's like Big Sean 2.0.
It's crazy because he's always shown little signs of that. Maybe I think now we're paying more attention, but he's definitely shown signs of that throughout like his career, like the early mixtapes too. He just wasn't fully there yet, and I feel like Dark Sky Paradise is where he finally gets there. Like Hall of Fame, you know, wasn't really that good. It was largely unmemorable. And his first album, you know, had some solid records, but I don't know anybody that's really still listening to it like that.
What was the one he had? Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay?
Yeah, Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay.
I like that song a lot.
It was a solid single.
Yeah.
That's probably the only song off the album that I remember that I would.
I'm going to say, I'm really impressed with the fact that Sean continues to work with Key Wayne. I think they have a great tandem. I love the fact that people can stay kind of loyal to people who they've been building with from the beginning. I love to see like the evolution of both of them as far as like Sean's rapping ability and Key Wayne's production is grown tremendously. And
it sounds good on the album. You got Deep featuring Lil Wayne. You got Platinum and Wood, which is, you know, a great. It's not the outro. It's the outro for the deluxe edition. It's the last track on the deluxe edition, and it really fits to end the album that way if you get the deluxe.
Yeah. I like it a lot. Another big record to me was the one with Play No Games. Play No Games is my favorite. Well, that and Paradise are like my favorite joints. I was grooving to Play No Games. Oh my god, bro, I was grooving to that, man. What did it sample? It sampled Piece of My Love from God. You can have a piece of my love. Man, come on, bro. Like that was it. And then Pac sampled it too for Run the Streets. You can run the streets with your thugs. And I spotted that sample instantly, and I'm telling you, I groove. That's when I play. Like whenever I turn the album on, I jump straight to that. Because that 1-2 combo for me, those two songs go hand in hand with each other, bro. I promise you. Play No Games and then Into Paradise, it's like dope to me. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. Anyway.
Definitely got to look at the 2 Kanye features on the album.
Absolutely.
All Your Fault, One Man Can Change the World. Which also has John Legend. I love John Legend.
I love John Legend.
I wish he was doing more on the record though. He kind of comes in towards like the latter half.
Yeah.
I feel like he should have had a.
Kanye's been doing that lately. I don't know why, but he'll take somebody and just like use them for like one part. Like it won't be cohesive like all throughout. He used to do that a lot. Like he'll create the whole record with you, and now it seems like he'll just create the record and then like ask you to do. Oh, can you come do such and such?
Right.
And that's what it feels like. I'm really impressed with the Lil Wayne single. I love the line that he was saying about Sean not getting enough shine.
Yeah.
I love how he was saying, maybe Sean don't get enough shine because he's not banging, he don't have a bunch of tats, like he's not sagging his pants and doing a bunch of shit. And I love the fact that Wayne's a legend. Like no matter how you look at it, no matter what you think of his current music or the last 7 years of his career, but you know what I mean. But even to get that cosign, even like on record though, you know what I mean. You got it on the track.
Yeah, because they worked together in the past, but this is the first time where Lil Wayne really threw him like that huge cosign.
Yeah, he deserves to have that at this point in his career. He didn't deserve it before. I'm not gonna lie. It's interesting to see Ariana Grande on the album.
Right.
I just didn't think that they would do music together. I don't always think that that's a good look.
They did a record on Ariana's album.
Right, but this is, we're not reviewing her album, we're reviewing his album. Like where you could get a rap feature on hers is different, you know what I'm saying, than having like an R&B feature on his.
Right.
You know, like where I feel like, he got on it.
I also feel like the record didn't really do much for me. Research?
No, it didn't. Not at all.
Just kind of filler material to me.
Yeah. Well, it's part of the deluxe edition, you know what I mean?
Right.
The Party Next Door feature kind of felt like filler to me too.
It was.
Okay, so I'm glad somebody else did.
Yeah, the only one out of the deluxe edition that I really cared for was Platinum and Wood.
Yeah.
I liked, what Sean was saying on it.
So what's dangerous to me, what's really dangerous to me about Big Sean's albums, and a lot of people's albums lately, is that they tail off towards the end. You know what I mean? Like people, it's really front heavy. Like, I'm gonna give you the best looks that I can at the beginning of the album to keep people in, and then all the other songs that we had, we'll just throw on the back half of it, and we'll sequence that a little bit better, until they all go together. But they're not always the best quality songs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I kind of feel like that happened, and I felt like that was gonna happen. I felt like it was gonna happen.
Just comment. So let me ask you this, without having to explain it, for like 20 minutes. Do you think the album should be shorter then? At this point?
I think he could have been. If you get the album, just get the regular version. You don't have to get the,
Deluxe.
If you're gonna be impressed, get the regular version.
Right.
Because you're not gonna be too impressed with the deluxe version.
Right. You're only gonna get one song out of there that's really good, and you could just buy that yourself.
Yeah. This is an album I would definitely encourage people to go buy though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell you to stream this album. I wouldn't tell you to bootleg this album. It's a really good album.
We don't tell people to bootleg anyway.
No, I wouldn't tell you to do that. But I am disappointed sometimes that these albums get leaked early. Even though like people like us, we can benefit from that. I still feel like this is an album that deserves to be bought.
Right.
And it's cool to see people like Drake, Kanye West, E40, Chris Brown, Ty Dolla $ign, Janae Aiko, Wayne, and John Legend all featured on an album. You know what I'm saying? And they all work.
And on top of that, while you were listing those names, it reminded me like when he first announced, the album was coming out, and everybody was showing that love,
Yeah,
everybody on Twitter and Instagram.
Everybody just Instagrammed a picture of the Dark Side Paradise.
Yeah.
That ended up not being the album cover, actually, but it was still like that's still dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
it's still promo for Sean.
It's promo. It's innovative promo. You know what I mean? Who else did it? Travis Scott did it, and I didn't see him. He wasn't on the album.
He was supposed to be on All Your Fault. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that.
I think he mentioned something about it on Twitter, but I don't know. He didn't understand why he wasn't on it either.
I see here there's uncredited vocals and production from Travis Scott on that song, on All Your Fault.
Okay.
And yeah. So
I felt like he. Now that you mention it, yeah, I think it was minor, but if you listen closely,
you'll hear it. Yeah, because I heard it and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
But I still think if he would have had he should have had a better presence, maybe.
Right.
So, what are you rating this album?
I'll give it a 4. Easily. I don't feel. It's got to sit with me longer for me to rate it above that. But just off the strength of the songs that I've heard, what I know about the album and everything that's been put into it, I think you can't just judge this album solely off the music. You got to judge it off of. They've done a great job campaigning for this album, bro. Like, all the interviews that you're seeing and all the promo videos and all that, bro.
So all the video blogs that Sean does, some of the best in the industry.
Man, my God, man. The one he did about motivation the other day?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit was beautiful. Sorry, your turn. What do you give the album?
I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4 for the same reason that you did. I feel like I still haven't really dived into this album. There's a lot on this album, and I've only hit, I'm only just now going a little bit deep. So
I keep playing whatchamacallit.
What?
I keep playing Play No Games.
Play No Games. But I definitely feel like this album will grow on me. I'll keep listening to it throughout the year. It could end up being, one of the best releases.
He said went in the booth and went Super Saiyan. He said went in the booth and went Super Saiyan.
And that's exactly what he did.
He had his Gohan moment, bro, where he had all the potential ever, and now he's just like showing it. So that's dope.
All right, now we're gonna, get into our 10 questions for Big Sean's Dark Sky Paradise album. Reese, start us off.
All right, man. First question that we're gonna ask is a really prevalent question. Were you nervous when you clicked play? This is a Big Sean album. They're not usually well received, so people may have been nervous for the new sound. So were you nervous when you clicked play on the album?
Yes. Is Blessings the official theme song for every single human who's blessed on earth?
Third question is in reference to the line that he had so many news that filled up his data.
Yeah.
Just how many news do you have to send somebody to take up all the data for that month?
Man, can we get a scientific? We're gonna
What's the
call it
breakdown?
university.
How many kilobytes?
Why don't we have a I Don't Fuck With You remix yet? It feels like the time is
That's a good
now.
question. And what's the percentage of women on Earth who actually have $1 billion film pussy? Like, what does that feel like, and how many people out there have that?
Sean got one apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Can we just get a Big Sean and Janae Aiko collaborative album already?
They're collaborated enough.
Mm-hmm.
Something that could be maybe an EP, definitely. And then why didn't Kanye's Blessings verse make the album? That was something that Kanye was really excited about. We saw the sessions with them in the studio, shit like that. Why didn't it make the album?
Right. What was the best beat on the album? There's a lot of top-notch production, so what was the best beat?
It's a very good question. Does anybody else think that Platinum and Wood should be longer? That was a really, really good song. And for it to really only weigh in at like 2 minutes and 43 seconds, it's like, okay, it's a snippet, it's like a,
Can you get more?
So, yeah, so what happened there?
You were preaching the gospel. Final question. Do you think Big Sean will ever get that $100 million that he longs for? He's been saying it for many years. I think if you keep saying it enough, it'll happen. But Sean has to also put in those business moves.
And make good quality music.
That too.
You have to have quality.
Yeah, so feel free to answer any questions in the comment section. Throwing me off right now.
Sorry.
Once you hear the album, let us know your thoughts in the comments as well. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on Twitter at Sermons Domain.
At Evil Marsupials.
And once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Peace.
Go pick up Dark Sky Paradise out now.